victims of the earthquakes in Turkey are suffering from overwhelming grief and trauma, all while they're still lacking basic necessities like clean drinking water. CBN's Brody shows us how Operation Blessing engineers treated a local well to bring health and hope to the region of Hatay.
$34 billion. That's the estimate from the World Bank of how much damage was done here in the country of Turkey. It could cost twice that to rebuild. But these piles of rubble, they tell much more of a story, more meaningful than just a dollar sign.
It was like the end of the world. We thought that we would die. It was difficult.
That day the earth shook will likely be a point of conversation here for years to come.
In one moment, 10,000 worlds collapsed.
Neriman is a former school teacher born and raised in Hatay, a region surrounded by beautiful mountains, famous for its cuisine and archaeology. The recent earthquakes, however, erased much of life here.
There is no school to work at. Most of my students are dead now. The rest have relocated.
Widespread damage leaves much of the country under a state of emergency. Many survivors suffer from post-traumatic stress.
The trauma, the despair, is something that is tangible. We see it through the eyes of the kids right now, that they suffer this, through the families that lost their beloved ones.
Diego Traverso with Operation Blessing has been on the ground since the first quake struck. The base of operations in this Hatay village has been a refuge for people who have nothing.
And people have seen this love, the tangible love, through a hot meal, through water, through a medicine, and through our just listening to them, just sitting with them and sharing and listening them over and over.
Fresh water, very pure.
Using reverse osmosis, OB's water engineer Jose Esquer is now able to purify up to 300 gallons of water per day from the local well, replacing the short-term solution of water bottles. OB plans to allocate necessary resources to share clean water throughout the region.
We need it. Yeah, we have clean water, pure water for the people.
I'm sure, and we can be sure, that the water that we're filtering is 100% or 99.99999 clean, and cleaner than the one that is selling in the stores.
Reporting in Hatay, Turkey, Brody, CBN News.
Life-saving work in the middle of incalculable grief and suffering. Gordon?
And we're there in your name. If you've given to the Operation Blessing Disaster Relief Fund, you're part of that relief effort. If you haven't, I invite you to right now. All you have to do is call us, 1-800-700-7000. Say, I want to be part of the Disaster Relief Fund. You can text OBDR, those letters, to 71777, or you can go to cbn.com. There's a place on the giving page where you can designate your gift to the Disaster Relief Fund. Do it now. Let's be part of helping those people in need.